All right, Andy, your co-host. Let's bring in the first case. Fine, we'll go to the next case. Well, I'm going to remove your permissions. I'm going to reassign you co-host. See if that fixes the issue. Andy, bring him in. Is it allowing you to bring anybody in? Log out, log back in. Yeah, I've made you co-host. Are we doing the first case now? All right, let me know. Mr. Zimmerman, you need to turn your video on, please. Mr. Zimmerman, I need you to turn your video on, please. If you don't turn it on within the next 30 seconds, I will have to move on to the next case and save you to the end.
It's still circling.
Okay, Judge, we're having technical difficulties on the applicant side, so we're gonna have to reset.
You want to reschedule your case for another day?
Yes,
Okay. All right. Will you email Annie Ayala and she'll give you some alternative dates to choose from?
I will. My apologies, Your Honor.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Move on to the next case. All right. Good morning. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, good morning. Very clear.
No, not y'all. We're on the record in 24 CPR 041859, estate of Ming Chi Man Wong, also known as Ming Chi Rebecca Man. All those who intend to testify, if you would raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes,
All right, very good. Ms. Bloom, you may take it from here, and I will give you permission as well to be able to share the will. And if you need me to pull it up, I can do so.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm not prepared to share the will. I'm not that technologically savvy. So I'd appreciate it if you would.
Just
do
let
that.
me know when you need it.
Thank you, Your Honor. Edward, would you state your full name for the court, please?
it's Edward Yat-Ho Wong.
And in the will, is it correct that you're also referred to as Yat-Ho Edward Wong?
Yes,
Okay, thank you. And what is your relationship to Ming Chi Rebecca Man?
I'm her son.
Thank you. And is it correct that your mother passed away on August 28th, 2024 in Missouri City, Fort Bend County, Texas, at the age of 75 years?
That is correct.
And is it correct that your mother was domiciled in Fort Bend County and her principal property was there at the time of her death?
That is correct.
Thank you. Your Honor, if you could put the will on the screen, I appreciate it. Okay. Edward, you can see your mother's will, the first page here on the screen. Let's see. Do you recognize this as her last will and testament? It was executed on May 6, 1997.
Yes,
Okay, so far as you know, your mother never revoked this will, correct?
correct.
Thank you. And is it correct that no marriage of your mother was dissolved by divorce, annulment, or a declaration that the marriage was void after the date of the will, which was May 6, 1997?
That is correct.
And is it correct that no child was born to or adopted by your mother after the date of the will?
That is correct.
Thank you. And is it correct that there's no charitable organization, the state of Texas, or governmental agency of the state named as a devisee or beneficiary under the will?
That is correct.
Thank you. And is it correct that we do have necessity to administer your mother's estate? There are debts to be paid and assets to collect.
That is correct.
Thank you. Is it correct that your mother's will names your father, Hanwha Wong, as independent executor, but he did not survive her?
That is correct.
Thank you. And your mother's will named you to serve as alternate independent executor.
That is correct.
Okay. And is it correct that you're entitled by law to letters testamentary and that you are not disqualified from accepting letters testamentary?
That is correct.
Thank you. Your Honor, we ask that you admit the last will and testament of Ming Chi Rebecca Man and that Edward Yat-Ho Wong be named as independent executor to serve without bond and that appraisers be waived.
All right, the court heard the testimony of Edward Yetho Wong, also known as Yetho Edward Wong. He testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will into probate and appoint Mr. Edward Yetho Wong, also known as Yetho Edward Wong, as independent executor to serve without bond, and appraisers will be waived as well. I'm very sorry for your loss, sir.
Thank you.
Anything
you, Your
further,
Honor.
Counselor?
No, Your Honor, I appreciate it.
All right, y'all have a great day.
Thank you.
You too.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, then let's move on to Carter. That's fine. Good morning, Mr. Franks.
Good morning, Judge. I apologize. We had some more than our fair technical difficulties this morning, and so I will be glad to tell the court that only my collar is wet from pouring sweat into it the past couple of moments while we were feverishly waiting for Zoom to cooperate on our end. So I do apologize for my tardiness, and my clients have been more than a good sport about it.
Not a problem, Mr. Franks. You're not the first person experiencing technical difficulties. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. We're on the record in 24 CPR 041880, state of Ben Edward Carter. Ma'am, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Franks, you can take it from here.
Thank you. Ms. Carter, you okay to proceed? Okay. And Your Honor, this is very hard for Ms. Carter, so we're going to work through this as best we can.
Take your time. No rush.
Ms. Carter, would you identify yourself for Judge Morales, please?
Janice Carter.
And
Janice Carter, okay?
thank you. And you were well acquainted with Ben Edward Carter, the decedent. He was your husband.
Yes.
Correct? And he passed on July 28th of 2024 in Fort Bend County, Texas, at the age of 85. Is that
Yes.
correct? And by virtue of him passing in 2024, his death was less than 4 years ago.
Yes.
And Mr. Carter, your husband, was a resident of Fort Bend County at the time of his passing. Is that correct?
Yes.
And there has been a document that has been filed with the court. Here is a courtesy copy showing the file stamp. Do you recognize this particular document entitled The Last Will of Ben Edward Carter?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. And in connection with this particular document, it's initialed on the bottom left-hand side of each page. Is that correct?
Yes.
And ultimately, this document is signed by your husband, as well as being notarized
Yes.
on the 13th day of October 2023.
Yes.
And after the date of the will, being October 13th, 2023, were any children born to or adopted by your husband?
No.
And was a marriage of Ben Edward Carter dissolved after the date of the will, that being October 13th of 2023?
That's what?
Was a marriage
Oh.
dissolved?
No.
No divorces were
No.
filed? Okay. And did Mr. Carter's will provide any gifts to the state of Texas?
Yes. Yes.
Did his will give any of his estate to the state of
No.
Texas? Thank you. And nor a political subdivision or charity, correct?
No.
Thank you. And you have not been convicted of a felony under the laws of the United States or in Texas or any other state, correct? And have you ever been declared incompetent by any court proceeding?
No, not yet.
Thank you. And it will appoint you to serve as independent executor As far as you know, are you qualified to serve as such and accept letters testamentary?
Yes,
And a necessity is needed for administration in order to administer the estate and transfer the estate in accordance with the terms of this will, correct?
yes, correct.
And Your Honor, we would ask that the court admit the will to probate and issue letters, and that the court waive the appointment of any appraisers, and ask that the court take judicial notice that it is self-proof by the appropriate affidavit filed with the will.
Court heard the testimony of Mary Janice Carter. She testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will into probate and appoint Ms. Carter as independent executrix to serve without bond, and appraisers will be waived as well. Ms. Carter, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Franks, anything further?
No, Your Honor, we'll get the oath on file, and thank you for the court's time, and thank you for its graciousness in allowing us to be tardy to today due to some technical difficulties on our side.
That's okay. Have a great day.
Thank you.
We're so small.
All right, Ms. McDaniel, good morning.
Good morning, Judge. I have my client with me.
Okay, well, let's get started then. We're on the record in 23 CPR 039944, state of Bobby Earl Mahan. Sir, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court.
That me? Yeah, that's you.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, very good. Ms. McDaniel, whenever you're ready, you can get started.
Okay. Are you Lauren Mahan, the named executor in the will of Bobby Earl Mahan?
Yes.
And you're the applicant for the letters testamentary, correct?
Yes.
And he was your father,
Yes.
and he died August the 7th, 2022.
Yes.
And he lived in Fort Bend County at the time of his death, correct?
Yes.
And he was 79 when he passed away August 7th, 2022, correct?
Yes.
And his will was dated and named you as the executrix on June the 6th, 2016, correct?
Yes.
And there were two witnesses to the will, correct?
Yes.
One was Wilma Watley and the other Clark Glickman.
Yes.
And at the time of his death, he was not married, or the time of his will.
No, he was not married.
Okay, and there were no children born or adopted after the date of the will, correct?
No.
You have no knowledge that he ever revoked the will.
No.
And there's no government, excuse me, agency or charitable organization that is named in the will.
No.
Nobody has filed a contest to the will.
No.
The following individuals signed waivers: Roy, Danthan, Michelle, and Bernadine, correct?
Yes.
Forrest was sent a certified notice letter but never responded.
Yes.
Did he even sign the certified mail?
I have no knowledge of that.
Okay. And that brother Chris is the brother that's in prison, correct?
Yes.
And your father owned property in Fort Bend, and there's a need to have an order of the will to distribute the property, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to show you a copy of the will. And will you confirm this is the will that your father signed? The last page will have the signatures.
Mhm. Yes, this is it.
Okay, and you recognize your dad's signature on there, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're asking the court to appoint you as the executor of the estate and serve without bond, correct?
Yes.
And you would like the judge to sign the order to probate the estate.
Yes.
Pass the witness.
Court heard the testimony of Lauren Mahan. He testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will into probate and appoint Mr. Mahan as an independent executor to serve without bond, and appraisers will be waived. Sorry for your
Thank you,
loss.
Judge, and good to see you. This is I got one more thing to do in court and I'm done.
Well, congratulations on your retirement.
You take care, Judge. Bye.
Do the same.
We got a lot quick.
Before we get into the airships, Andy, if you would pause to allow me to sign off on some of these orders, we'll knock out these 2 units first. No, go ahead. Come on.
Morning, Judge. Can you hear me?
I can. Good morning. Who are you missing, Annie?
Okay, well, I have my client here and you need to put your picture up there.
Yeah, but it says join with computer.
Just hit the X at the top.
Okay.
So we're missing Sandhya Rani Kahandi.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, I have my client and one witness here. You need to put the picture on there.
Okay.
And our other witness is actually in India, so.
She'll be joining.
And she'll be joined. I think she's on there.
Is that Shri Upalapati?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
She needs to join with her picture on there.
And
She
she,
is.
there we go. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're on the record in 24 CPR 041618, estate of Jayadev Radhar Krishna. All those who intend to testify, if you would raise your right hand to be sworn by the court.
Both of you.
Each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Very good.
You have to say yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Ms. Duff, you can take it from here.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I will call my client, Ms. Thoda, first. Could you please state your name for the record?
Lakshna Tota?
And you're the wife of the decedent, is that correct?
Yes.
And what was his name?
Jayadev Radhakrishna?
Okay. And he passed away on February 10th, 2024 at Houston, Harris County, Texas at the age of 54 years. Is that correct?
Yes.
And his domicile at the time of his death was Sugar Land, Fort Bend County, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And he owned property in Fort Bend County. Is that right?
Yes.
And he did not apply for or receive Medicaid benefits on or after March 1st of 2005. Is that
Yes.
correct? And he left a will dated April 22nd, 2023, which was never revoked. Is that will in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. And do you I believe the judge is going to put it on the screen also.
I will do so. 1 second.
She has a copy in front of her
Yeah.
also.
All right. I'll go ahead and put it up for you. 1 second.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Do you recognize this
Yes.
as the last will and
Yeah.
testament of your husband?
Yes.
Okay. And on the last page, we're right there. Do you recognize his signature on that?
Yes.
And he signed this in front of two witnesses. Is that correct?
Yes.
But it was not self-proved. Is that right? That's why you have the two witnesses here to testify in front of the court. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And at the time he executed the will, he was over the age of 18 years. Is that right?
Yes.
And he was of sound mind at that time.
Yes.
All right. And the witnesses, one witness is here with you and the other one is on the screen. Is that correct?
Yes.
And what are their names?
Shri Sandhya, and the other one on call is Shri Upalapati.
And the will also did not name an executor, is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And there were no children born to or adopted by your husband after the date of this will, is that correct?
Yes.
And there was no marriage of your husband ever dissolved after the date of this will, is that correct?
Yes.
And there's no state governmental agency of the state or charitable organization named in the will, is that correct?
Yes.
Do you believe that there are no unpaid debts owed by him, is that correct?
Yes.
Other than the ones that you're paying?
Yes.
Okay. And are you asking the court today to admit this will to probate as a muniment of title only, and that the requirement for the filing of affidavit of fulfillment of terms of the will be waived at this point in time?
Yeah.
And you have your two witnesses here to testify to this will also, is that right?
Yes.
All right. I pass this witness, Your Honor.
You may call your next witness.
Okay, I will call,
Sandhya Rani Kande.
okay. I was gonna say, please state your name for the record.
Yeah. I'm Sandhya Rani Kande.
And you were a witness to the will of the decedent, is that correct?
Yes.
And on the date that you signed this will, was he of sound mind? And he was over the age of 18 years, is that
Yes.
correct? And you were present and actually saw him sign the document?
Right.
And do you also recognize his signature on this will?
Yeah, correct.
And it was signed on April 22nd of 2023, is that right?
Right,
And both you and the other witness were actually present with him when he signed it?
right.
Okay. And you're at least 14 years old, is that correct?
Yes,
All right. And you witnessed this will at the request of the decedent?
yes.
All right. I pass this witness, Your Honor.
Call your next witness.
Shri,
Yes, ma'am.
could you please state your name for the record?
Shri Upalapati.
Okay. And can you see this will that's on the screen?
Yes.
Okay. And do you remember signing this will on April 22nd of 2023?
Yes.
And you were a witness to this at the request of the decedent, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you were over the age of 14 years when you witnessed this will, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And the decedent was of sound mind and over the age of 18 years, is that right?
Yes.
And you saw him sign it on April 22nd, 2023.
Yes.
And both you and the other witness were there present when he signed it.
Yes.
All right. I pass this witness, Your Honor.
Any further witnesses?
No further witnesses at this point in time.
All right, then. Court heard the testimony of Sulakshani Thota, Sandhya Rani Kahandi, and Shri Upalapati. They testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will into probate as a muniment of title, and I will waive the affidavit of fulfillment of terms as well. I'm very sorry for your loss. Ms. Duff, anything further for the record?
Nothing further for the record, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I have another hearing in a little bit. I guess I'll get out and then you'll let me back in on the
We're gonna put you back in the waiting room and
Okay.
come back to you. I'm gonna knock out this other muniment and then we'll move into the airships and guardianship.
all right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kathy Rath here with my client, John Ike.
Good morning. Your client's with you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me turn.
That's fine.
Perfect. All right, we're on the record in 24 CPR 041749, State of John Joseph Ike. Sir, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Very good. All right, Ms. Rath, you may take it from here.
Thank you, Your Honor. Please state your name and relationship to the decedent for the court.
John Gwynn Ike, and I am the decedent's son.
Your father died on September 4th, 2024 at the age of 26 years. Is that correct?
86 years.
86
Yes.
years? Okay.
That's correct.
And he died in Katy, Texas, and less than 4 years have elapsed since his death. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And when your father was alive, he had his domicile and fixed place of residence in Fort Bend County, Texas. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Your father owned property described generally as real estate, financial accounts, and personal effects with a probable value in excess of $100,000. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Your dad left a will dated December 31st, 1991. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Was the will revoked as far as you know?
Not to my knowledge.
Were any children born to, adopted by, or taken in by your father to raise as his own after he executed the will?
Not to my knowledge.
And after the execution of the will, was your father divorced or any marriage of your father dissolved?
No.
Did your father apply for and receive Medicaid benefits on or after March 1st, 2005?
Medicaid? No.
Did the will name the state of Texas, a governmental agency of the state of Texas, or a charitable organization as a devotee or beneficiary of his will?
No, not to my knowledge.
You have investigated your father's affairs. Is that correct?
I have.
And to the best of your belief and knowledge, are there any unpaid debts that your father's estate owes?
No, we have discharged all of those debts.
Okay. Your Honor, we ask that you admit this will as a muniment of title only, and that you require us to file a sworn statement stating the terms of the will that have been fulfilled. And I pass the witness at this time.
All right, the court heard the testimony of John Gwynn Ike. He testified as to the proof of death, validity of the will, and other facts. The court will admit the will and probate as a muniment of title, and I'll waive the affidavit of fulfillment of terms as well. I'm very sorry for your loss, sir.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes, you may. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, Annie, if you would just pause for a moment, let me sign some of these orders. And I move back the first two case orders into the probate queue. All right, Annie. Move on to the next case. If I could have everybody turn their video on, please. The ad light 'em, Annie. If everybody could turn their video on, please. Jan Barton, if you could turn your video on, please. Jan Barton, if you could turn your video on, please. I will have to move on to the next case if you cannot turn it on within the next 30 seconds.
Sir.
I'm
Your
sorry.
Honor, my paralegal is calling her right now to see if she can help her walk her through it.
Okay. It sounds like she's got a bad connection as well, because when she just spoke, it was very garbled. It was broken up.
No. May I attempt to help her, Your Honor?
Go for it.
So Jan, if you move your mouse or if you're on your phone, if you can swipe on your screen, in that lower left-hand side, you should see a little microphone and a little video camera. And the video camera should have a red line through it.
I'm not seeing any of that.
If you touch your screen, does it come up on the bottom?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and get started. We're on the record in 24 CPR 041648, estate of Donna Jean Ryle. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Yes.
All right, very good. Ms. Dupes, you may get us started.
Yes, Your Honor. Krista Debs, attorney for the applicant.
And let's start with the airship first, please.
Okay, yes, Your Honor. Okay, so I would like to call, well, I'll have Jan, since she has her microphone open. I would like to call Jan.
Yes.
Jan, can you please state your full name for the record and spell your last name?
Jan Arnold Barton, Barton.
And are you well acquainted with the family history of Donna Jean Real?
Yes.
And how did you meet Donna?
I met Donna back in 1964 as a sophomore at Lamar High School, and we've been in contact through the years.
And so you kept in touch with her from time to time throughout her life?
Yes, and we started to get a group of us together in 2019 and did it for a couple of years. And then I was with her during her hospitalization, surgery, and through her hospitalizations and death.
And so would you say that you knew her well enough to know her family history and her marital history?
Yes.
And so to the best of your knowledge, did Donna Jean Real pass away in Harris County, Texas on February 29th, 2024 at the age of 75?
Yes.
And did Donna reside in Fort Bend County at the time of her death?
Yes.
And to the
She
best
did.
of your, and thank you, sorry. To the best of your knowledge, did Donna die without a valid will?
Yes. Correct.
And thank you. And to the best of your knowledge, was Donna ever married?
She was. She married Manuel Ray Real, December of 1972. I was in the wedding.
And can you tell us how that marriage ended?
It ended in 1989 with a divorce.
Okay. And did she have any other marriages, legal marriages or common law marriages?
No, she did not.
To the best of your knowledge, did Donna have any children?
She did. She had 3. She had Monica, she had Juan, and she had Miguel.
And besides those 3 children, you were referencing Monica Jean Real, Juan Manuel Real, and Miguel Angel Real. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And besides those 3 children, did Donna have any other children who were born to her, adopted by her, or brought into her home and raised as her own?
She did not. Just those 3.
Does the estate owe you any money or valuable thing?
No,
Do you owe the estate any money or valuable thing?
no,
Has the estate filed a lawsuit against you, or do you expect it to do so in the future?
no.
Do you have you filed a lawsuit against the estate, or do you expect to do so in the future?
I have not.
Are you a
No.
lineal descendant? Sorry, excuse me. Are you a lineal descendant of Donna or one of her heirs at law?
Absolutely not.
So it is your testimony today that you are truly independent in law and in fact.
Yes,
And have you had a chance to read the application for the determination of heirship and for the letters of independent administration that we filed in this case?
I have. Yes,
And to the best of your knowledge, are the allegations in that application true and correct?
they are. Yes,
And are you a resident of Harris County and over the age of 18?
I am. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Those are the questions I have for this witness.
Mr. Lane.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning, Ms. Barton. How are you?
Good morning.
Do you remember speaking with me on the phone back in December?
I do.
And then a couple times since then too, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Barton, pursuant to that conversation we had back in December, did I send you a questionnaire?
You did. Yes.
Okay. Did you have that questionnaire filled out and notarized?
Yes, I did, and sent back to you.
Yes, ma'am. And since the date that questionnaire was signed on January 18th of this year, would any of your answers have changed?
Absolutely not.
Your Honor, I ask that the court take judicial notice of Exhibit A of the report of the attorney ad litem. It's the sworn questionnaire of Ms. Jan Arnold Barton.
The court shall take judicial notice.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Barton. I pass the
Thank
witness,
you.
Your Honor.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Call your next witness.
Thank you.
My next witness I will call is Paula Boyd.
Good morning,
Good morning, Paula. Can you please state your name for the record and spell your last name?
Paula Boyd, Boyd.
And Paula, are you also acquainted with the family history of Donna Jean Real?
Yes,
And how did you meet Donna?
we met when we were 12 years old in junior high and attended the same junior high and high school, went on to attend University of Houston together. I married her brother, and that did not last, but my friendship with Donna and my niece and nephews have lasted all these years.
And so you did keep in touch with her from time to time throughout her life up until her passing.
Yes, I did.
And so you were well acquainted with her enough to know her marital history and her family history.
Yes,
And so did Donna pass away in Harris County, Texas on February 29th, 2024 at the age of 75.
yes,
But she was a resident of Fort Bend County at the time of her passing, correct?
yes,
And to the best of your knowledge, I know you already mentioned it, but was Donna ever married?
yes. She married Manuel Real in December of 1972.
And do you recall how that marriage ended?
It ended in divorce in 1989.
And did she have any other marriages, whether they were legal marriages or common law marriages, to the best of your knowledge?
No, none.
And as far as you know, how many children did Donna have?
3.
And who are those children?
Monica Jean Real, Juan Manuel Real, and Miguel Angel Real.
And as far as you know, were there any other children that were born to Donna, adopted by her, or brought into her home and raised as her own?
None.
Does the estate owe you any money or valuable thing?
No,
Do you owe the estate any money or valuable thing?
no,
Has the estate sued you, or do you expect it to do so in the future?
no,
Have you sued the estate, or do you expect to do so in the future?
no,
Are you a lineal descendant of Donna's or one of her heirs at law?
No.
And so is it your testimony today that you are in fact independent, you are independent in law and in fact?
Correct.
And have you had a chance to read the application for determination of heirship and for letters of independent administration that we filed in this case?
Yes, I have.
And as far as you're aware, are the allegations in that application true and correct?
Yes.
And are you a resident of Travis County, Texas, and over the age of 18?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Lane.
Good judge. Good morning, Ms. Boyd. How are you?
Good morning.
Do you remember speaking with me back in early December on the 6th?
I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Pursuant to that conversation, did I send you a questionnaire?
Yes.
And did you have that questionnaire filled out and notarized and sent back to me?
Yes.
And since the date of December 11th, 2024, when you signed that questionnaire in front of a notary, would any of your answers have changed?
No.
Your Honor, I ask that the court take judicial notice of Exhibit B of the report of the attorney ad litem. It's the sworn questionnaire of Ms. Paula Boyd.
The court shall take judicial notice.
Thank you, Ms. Boyd. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I have no further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right. And do you have any further witnesses for the heirship that you'd like to call?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Lang, your fee in this matter is $650, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. After listening to testimony of Jan Arnold Barton and Paula Boyd, the court finds by clear and convincing evidence that decedent's heirs are those listed in the judgment declaring heirship. I'm going to discharge Mr. Lane from his duties as attorney ad litem and award him a fee in the amount of $650. Mr. Lane, thank you for your assistance in this matter. You are free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Is it Dubs or Dubes?
It's Dubs, Your Honor. You're correct.
Okay. All right. If you would go ahead and call your witness for the independent administration.
Perfect. I call Monica Rial. All right, Monica, can you state your name for the record and spell your last name?
Sure. My name is Monica Jean Rial, R-I-A-L.
And Monica, are you in court today seeking appointment as independent administrator and for issuance of letters from this court to manage and distribute the estate of Donna Jean Rial and to serve without bond?
Yes.
And the decedent, Donna Jean Rial, was your mother, is that correct?
That is correct.
And did she pass away on February 29th, 2024 in Harris County, Texas at the age of 75?
Yes.
But she was a resident of Fort Bend County at the time of her death.
That's correct.
And so is it correct to say that it hasn't been 4 years since she's passed away?
No, less than a year.
And at the time of her passing, did she lived in Fort Bend County? Did she also own property in Fort Bend County?
Yes, ma'am.
And to your knowledge, is it correct that your mother didn't have a last will and testament?
No, ma'am. She didn't have one. I'm sorry. Yes, that's correct.
And
She
that's totally fine. And is it correct that your mother was married once during her lifetime to your father, Manuel Ray Rial, on December 1st, 1972, and that marriage ended in divorce on September 14th, 1989, and that your mother never remarried?
That's correct.
And is it correct that your mother had 3 children, yourself and your 2 brothers, Juan and Miguel, and that there were no other children either adopted by her, born to her, or brought into her home and raised as her own?
That's correct.
And so is it correct that your mother died intestate and the 3 of you are her only heirs?
That is correct.
Perfect. Can you confirm that any outstanding debts known to you have been, that were known to you that were your mother's, have already been paid in full?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it necessary to administer the decedent's estate in order to receive or recover funds or other property that is due this estate?
Yes, that's true.
And have you read the application for determination of heirship and
Yes, ma'am.
issuance of letters of independent administration that you signed and that we filed in this case?
Sorry to cut you off. Yes, ma'am, I have.
Thank you. Are you now or have you ever been declared incapacitated by a court of law?
No.
Are you over the age of 18 and a resident of Dallas County, Texas?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever been convicted of a felony or a crime of moral turpitude at any level?
No, ma'am.
Is there any other reason that the court would find you ineligible to serve as an independent administrator of this estate?
Not at all.
And so at this time, is it true that you are qualified and not disqualified to serve as independent administrator of this estate?
Yes, ma'am.
And at this time, do you respectfully request to be appointed independent administrator of the estate of Donna Jean Rial and to receive letters of administration from this court to manage and distribute the estate and be granted the power to serve and sell and distribute real property and personal property of the decedent's estate without further consent of the distributees and to serve without bond?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's all the questions I have for this witness, Your Honor.
After listening to the testimony of Monica Jean Rial, the court finds the decedent died intestate and there's a necessity for administration. The court will grant the request of the applicant and appoint Monica Jean Rial as independent administratrix of the estate. Ma'am, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And I want to thank the witnesses for coming in today to help us with this matter. And also, I'm sorry for y'all's loss as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Ms. Stubbs, anything further for the record?
No, Your Honor.
Right. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
too.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you, Paula.
You're welcome.
You're
Monica,
welcome.
I'll give you a call.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
Your Honor.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Very welcome. One that you can for the fees. They got to get it to me today, otherwise they're not going to redo everything because I know they're going to submit oath and everything like that today.
Morning.
Good morning. All right, I need everybody to turn their video on, please.
I'm trying. Let's see how do I do that now. There we are. Good morning.
Good morning. Annie, you've got two different cases in here, I think. Miss Upham, if you would turn your video on, please. Miss Upham, I need you to turn your video on, please. Okay. If you could unmute yourself as well.
There we go.
All right. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We're on the record in 24 CPR 040814, state of Roger Joseph Gamron, also known as Joe Gamron. And I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the last name. All those who intend to testify, if you would raise your right hand to be sworn by the court. Each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
I do.
Very good. Okay, thank you. All right, Ms. Slade, why don't we go ahead and get started with the airship, and then you can move into, after we've completed the airship, you can move into the administration.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
I would like to begin by calling Miss Wilburn. Miss Wilburn, would you please state your name for the court?
Yes, my name is Robin Madeira Wilborn.
And what was your relationship to the decedent, Mr. Roger Joseph Gamron, also known as Joe Gamron? And how long did you know him?
He was my best guy friend. I've known him a little over 20 years.
And how often were you in contact with Mr. Gamron prior to his death?
Multiple times per week. We met on a weekly basis for either going out for crawfish or doing something together at least once a week. We were golfing buddies. We played golf periodically throughout the year.
Thank you. And is it true that Mr. Gamron passed away on January 11th, 2024, at the age of 71 years old?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true Mr. Gamron was a resident of and was domiciled in Fort Bend County at the time of his death?
Yes, ma'am.
To the best of your knowledge, did Mr. Gamron leave a will?
Not to my knowledge.
All right, to your knowledge, was there any effort to be certain that there was no will? Or were you a part of any effort to be certain that there was no will?
I was not a part of that, no.
Thank you.
But
Is it true that I'm sorry?
Just speaking to Joe, just him being my friend, I know he didn't have a will.
Okay. Is it true that Mr. Gamron was not married at the time of his death?
No, he was widowed. A widower, sorry.
Thank you. And is it true that his wife, Miss Gloria Terry Gamron, passed away before him on July 8th, 2022?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct.
And is it true that he was previously married to Paula Robinson and that marriage ended in divorce in or around October of 1985?
To the best of my knowledge.
Thank
I know
you.
very little about her, but yes, he was married to her. I don't know exactly when they divorced.
Thank you. Were there any children born to or adopted by Mr. Gamron?
He has 2 children.
And is it true that Jacob Lawrence Gamron and Alicia N. Murillo were the only children born to or adopted by Mr. Gamron?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct.
Did he ever allow any other children besides Jacob and Alicia to live in his home and be raised as if that child were his own?
No.
Are you interested in Mr. Gamron's estate in any way?
No, ma'am.
Have you been paid or promised anything to provide testimony today?
No, ma'am.
And do you have any claims against Mr. Gamron's estate?
I do not.
Thank you very much. I pass this witness, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. King.
Your Honor. Good morning, Ms. Wilburn. My name is Libby King. I'm the attorney ad litem in this case. Do you recall speaking with me on the phone some time ago?
Yes, ma'am. Like last summer. I think it was last summer.
Possibly, yes. You talked about how you and Joe were good friends. Is it true that you were also neighbors for quite a long time?
Yes, ma'am. We lived one house away from each other from 2003 until 2012, 12 or 13.
Okay.
But even after moving from there, we still were in constant contact.
And you were good friends at the time that you lived near each other, is that right?
Yeah, he was my best friend.
Okay. If he had had other marriages other than those marriages to Gloria and to Paula, is that something you think you would have known about?
No.
You don't think you would have known?
He wasn't married, but if he was, I do not know that. That was never a conversation that took place between us. No, ma'am.
But what I'm asking is based on how well you knew him and how good of friends you were, if he had had any other marriages, is that something you think he would have told you or you would have known about?
Sure. Yeah.
And
absolutely.
Thank you. The same question for children. If he had any other children other than Alicia and Jacob, is that also something you think you would know about?
Absolutely. Yes, I would know that. Excuse me.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
All right. You want to call your next witness, Ms. Slade?
Yes, please. I would like to call Miss Upham. Miss Upham, would you please state your name for the court?
Nancy Viola Upham.
And what was your relationship to the decedent, Mr. Roger Joseph Gamron, also known as Joe Gamron? And how long did you know him?
I'm his sister, and I've known him since his birth.
And how old is it true that Mr. Cameron was about 71 years old at the time of his death?
It's true.
Okay. How often were you in contact with your brother prior to his passing?
Weekly, several times a week, weekly.
And is it true that Mr. Cameron passed away on January 11th, 2024, at the age of 71 years old?
Correct.
Is it true that he was a resident of and was domiciled in Fort Bend County, Texas at the time of his death?
Yes.
To the best of your knowledge, did Mr. Cameron leave a will?
No.
Are you aware of any efforts that were made to search for a will?
No.
And did Mr. Cameron ever discuss intention to make a will with you?
No. And I don't believe he had one.
Okay. Is it true that Mr. Cameron was not married at the time of his death?
He was a widower.
So is it true that his wife, Miss Gloria Cameron, passed away before him on July 8th, 2022?
Yes, that's right.
And is it true that Mr. Cameron was previously married to Paula Robinson, and that marriage ended in divorce in or around October of 1985?
Yes.
Were there any children born to or adopted by Mr. Cameron?
Yes, a son and a daughter.
Is it true that Jacob Lawrence Cameron and Alicia Ann Murillo were the only two children born to or adopted by Mr. Cameron?
That's true.
Besides Alicia and Jacob, did Mr. Cameron ever allow any other child to live in his home and be raised as if that child were his own?
No.
Are you interested in Mr. Cameron's estate in any way?
No.
Have you been paid or promised anything to provide testimony today?
No.
And do you have any claims against Mr. Cameron's estate?
No.
Thank you, Ms. Upham. I pass this witness, Your Honor.
Ms. King.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Miss Upham. Do you recall speaking with me on the telephone about your brother?
Yes, I do.
Okay, it's nice to see you this morning.
Thank
Was
you.
your brother in the military and live overseas?
Yes, he did.
Okay, during that time, you were in contact with him, is that correct?
Yes.
And you said that you had known him since he was born, so you're his older
Yes.
sister, is that
Yes,
right?
I am. Yes, I am.
Okay. And do you believe that you were close enough with him that if he had had other marriages or other children, you would know about that?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And then you mentioned that you don't think he had a will. Do you think that you would have known if he had had a will?
Yes, I do.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Ms. Lady, anything further for the airship?
No, Your Honor.
All right, after listening to testimony of Robin Wilborn and Nancy Upham, the court finds by clear and convincing evidence the decedent's heirs are those listed in the judgment declaring heirship. Ms. King, I'm going to discharge you from your duties as attorney ad litem and award you a fee in the amount of $650.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you for your assistance in this matter. You are free to go.
Thank you so much.
And Ms. Slade, you may proceed with the prove-up of the administration.
Thank you very much. I would like to call Mr. Jacob Cameron. Mr. Cameron, can you please state your name for the court?
Jacob Lawrence Cameron.
And what is your relationship to the decedent, Mr. Roger Joseph Cameron, also known as Joe Cameron?
I'm the oldest child. I'm his son.
And is it true that your father passed away on January 11th, 2024, at the age of 71 years old?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it true that more than 4 years have not elapsed since the date of his passing?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it true that your father was a resident of and was domiciled in Fort Bend County at the time of his death?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you estimate his assets to be described as real and personal property with a probable value in excess of $10,000?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it true that this estate is not a taxable estate and that there's no need for the appointment of appraisers at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
To the best of your knowledge, did your father leave a will?
No, ma'am.
What efforts did you make to be certain that there was no will?
My little sister and I both searched around the house. And when she was looking, we did come across some blank paperwork from the VA where it looks like he was going to start a will, but it was all blank and never filled out. I had also emailed the Fort Bend records to see if anything was ever filed there for safekeeping, and they replied back that nothing had ever been filed with them.
And was there a diligent search of your father's personal belongings or effects that would contain personal paperwork? A search of his home, essentially.
Yes, ma'am. We went through whenever we were going over there on the weekends, cleaning out like the refrigerator stuff, cleaning around the house, going through any kind of paperwork that we could find that would hopefully lead us to a will, but there was never a will found, nor was there any paperwork other than the paperwork that I spoke of about the VA, where it looked like he was interested in starting one, but he never did.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Cameron. And is it true that your father was a widower at the time of his death?
Yes.
And that Miss Gloria Cameron predeceased him on July 8th, 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true that he was previously married to Paula Robinson and that marriage ended in October of 1985?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it true that you and your sister, Miss Alicia, are the only two children who were born to or adopted by your father?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you qualified and not disqualified and entitled to serve as the independent administrator of this estate?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. I pass the applicant, Your Honor.
After listening to the testimony of Jacob Lawrence Cameron, the court finds the decedent died intestate and there's a necessity for administration. The court will grant the request of the applicant and appoint Jacob Lawrence Cameron as independent administrator of the estate to serve without bond. Mr. Cameron, I'm very sorry for your loss. And also, Ms. Upham, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I should also say Ms. Wilborn as well. I'm sorry for your loss, since y'all seem to be such close friends. Ms. Slade, anything further for the record?
No, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
All right. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you.
They look to be with him. Mr. Gregory, I'm sorry for the confusion earlier.
That's all right. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Good morning. All right. Do you have all your applicant and witnesses with you?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. Let's go ahead and get started.
Okay. This is an application to declare heirship. And then first, do you want me to swear all witnesses at one time, Your Honor?
I'll take care of that. Let's get on the record. We're on the record in 23 CPR 039631, estate of Gwendolyn Widow. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand. There we go. I can see everybody now. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. All right, Mr. Gregory, you can go ahead and get us started on the heirship. And then after we've completed the heirship, we'll move into the administration.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay. First, state your name.
My name is Agnes Sanders.
Okay. Ms. Sanders, we're going to let you testify to the proof of death and other facts. First of all, Gwendolyn Widow died on February 5th of 2023 in Missouri City, Fort Bend County, Texas, at the age of 69. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And 4 years have not elapsed since the time of death?
Correct.
Okay. And she resided in Fort Bend County and had her fixed place of residence there?
Yes.
As far as you know, she did not leave a will?
No, sir.
Okay. And there is a necessity to have an administration in her case?
Yes.
And you're not convicted felon and you're mentally competent. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And Your Honor, are you wanting me to go down each item individually?
I'm sorry, you can go, just first off, are you done with Ms. Sanders?
Yes,
here?
I'll pass her.
All right, I'm going to pass her then to Mr. Doggett. Mr. Doggett, you may proceed with your questioning.
Okay, Judge. Ms. Sanders, you and I spoke on the phone. Is that correct?
Or you, Mr. Casey?
Yes, ma'am. Can you see me?
Yes, I see you. Yes, sir.
Okay. We spoke on the phone. Is that correct?
Yes, that's
Uh-oh,
yes, that's correct. Can you hear me?
There's a bit of a delay.
Continue, Mr. Doggett.
Okay. Okay, so Ms. Sanders, you're here as the applicant on the application to determine heirship. Is that correct?
Can you repeat that, sir?
You filed this application to determine who the heirs are of Gwendolyn Widow.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And Miss Widow did not have any children. Is that
No, that is correct.
And she was not married at the time of her death.
That is correct.
Okay. Did she ever raise any children as her own?
No, sir.
And she didn't adopt any children?
No, sir.
Okay. And she had one biological sibling. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And his name was Glenn Widow?
That is correct.
And he died before his sister?
Yes, that is correct.
And he also did not have any children?
Correct.
And Glenn Widow was also did not raise any children as his own?
That's correct.
And he didn't adopt any children?
Correct.
Okay. And Glenn and Gwen's mother was Susie Widow Brox?
Yes, that's correct.
That was their biological mother, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And Susie Brox passed away in 1998?
That is correct.
Okay. And the only children that Susie Brox had, the only biological children that Susie Brox had was Glenn and Gwen?
Yes, that is correct.
And she married a man named John Brox?
Yes, that's correct.
And John Brox had 9 children before he married Susie?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. And Susie did not adopt John's 9 children?
That is correct.
Okay. Now, one of John's children was named Helen Brox?
That is correct.
And she is now known as Helen, is it Paulette?
Paulette.
Paulette. Okay. And Helen is your biological mother?
That's correct.
Okay. And when did you find out that Helen was your biological mother?
I was an adult.
Okay.
I had already had children of my own.
And so John and Susie Brox raised you?
Yes, from birth.
Okay. They never formally adopted you through a court though, right?
As far as I know, no. That's
Okay.
correct.
And you don't know, or maybe you do know, do you know if there was an agreement between Helen, your mother, and John and Susie Brox that they would adopt you?
No, I don't know.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
while you stated that you did not know for sure that there was an agreement, have you had any conversations with Helen Platt about this subject?
After I was an adult with my own kids, yes.
Okay. And even this morning, did we have a phone conversation with Helen Platt in which she indicated that her biological mother wanted to adopt you, but that they could not afford it?
That is correct.
Okay. Actually, Helen Platt is, I think, available to testify by Zoom, and we talked to her to confirm that she had the computer in front of her, and I don't know why we don't see her up on the screen.
I'm sorry, who was that again, Mr. Gregory?
I say Helen Platt, the biological mother, was going to testify by Zoom this morning. Oh, there, I see her. I see her name down there now, but I don't see her face. Could we invite her in? Because I want to call her in a moment to confirm what she just testified to.
Well, she didn't hear the testimony, but you can call her to testify if you'd like. Ms. Paulette, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Can you turn your video on, please?
Okay, I don't know anything about it. My granddaughter's helping me with the computer.
Okay.
Hey.
All right, Mr. Gregory, you
Can
can
you see
call
me?
your next witness.
Okay, I would call Helen Paulette, and she's not been sworn yet.
Ms. Paulette, if you'd raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, very good. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Helen Paulette, this is Bruce Gregory. I'm in the screen up there. Can you confirm that your name is Helen Brox Paulette?
Yes.
Okay. And are you the biological mother of Agnes Sanders?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And Susie Brox was your stepmother, correct?
Yes.
And you were 17 years of age when you had Agnes as your child, correct?
Yes.
And did Susie Brox take her home from the hospital?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Did you ever have any conversations with Susie about her adopting Agnes?
From time to time.
Yeah. And was there a reason why there was never an adoption?
Well, it was never enough funds in the household for anything, to say that we can do that at that time.
And did Susie always consider Agnes to be her daughter?
Oh, yes.
Okay. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Doggett, do you have any questions for this witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Paulette, we spoke on the telephone. Is that correct? This is Casey.
Okay.
This is
Now,
Casey
can I
Doggett.
have your name again?
This is Casey Doggett. I'm appointed as the attorney ad litem, and I called you on the telephone last year to talk about this case.
Well, you're kind of phasing in and out there for a minute.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, this is Casey Doggett. I spoke to you on the phone last year. Is that correct?
I'm trying to think. I spoke to 27. I'm trying to think who did I speak to.
You remember speaking with somebody last year?
About around and about what did we talk about?
Well, I'm going to ask you some questions right now just to kind of refresh your memory, but I'm just trying to ask if you recall us speaking on the phone.
Not right offhand, because I can't remember what we might have spoke about to say I spoke directly to you.
Okay. Well, maybe if I ask you some questions, you might remember talking to me. So we're here because we are trying to prove, or Mr. Gregory is trying to prove who the heirs are of Gwendolyn Widow. Okay?
Yes.
All right. So you have already testified that Susie, I'm sorry, Agnes Sanders is your biological daughter.
Yes.
And your father was John Brox.
My daddy, yes.
Okay.
John Henry Brox.
And your stepmom was Susie Brox.
Yes.
Okay. And John and Susie raised Helen. I mean, I'm sorry, Agnes, right?
Yes, they did.
Okay. And y'all, did you have a verbal agreement with them that they would raise Agnes for you?
Everything was just known. Whether you said or didn't say it, they raised her, they took care of her, they fed her, they loved her.
Okay.
And every need that she had, they done it.
And would you say that you agreed to let them do that?
Yes.
Okay.
At 17, you can do nothing else but agree.
Okay. And you knew Gwendolyn Widow, correct?
Yes. Yes.
And Gwendolyn Widow did not have any children of her own. Is that correct?
No.
Okay.
No, she didn't.
And you and your other siblings, there was 9 of y'all, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay. So the children that your father had were never adopted by Susie Brox.
No.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
9 children.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right. Call your next witness, Mr. Gregory.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm going to call Natalie Ross. Could you state your name?
Natalie Ross.
And you have
Yeah, Mr. Gregory, hold on. You're breaking up. Let's start over.
Beck, I'm going to get you to swap seats.
Make sure you speak directly into the microphone. Don't turn your head, because when you do that, it breaks up.
Thank you, Your Honor, for those instructions. Okay. Would you please state your name?
Natalie Ross.
Ms. Ross, do you have personal knowledge of Gwendolyn Widow?
Yes.
Mr. Gregory, hold on. You are, for some reason, it's really muffled, and I can't make out what you're saying, nor can my court reporter.
Let me start again.
Okay, there you go. I can hear you fine now.
Okay. Do I need to start all over?
Why don't you start with that first question? Yes.
Okay. Do you have personal knowledge of Gwendolyn Widow?
Yes.
And you're familiar with her family history?
Yes, I am.
And you've known her for 53 years, is that correct?
Yes, sir, it is.
And you can testify that she died February 5th, 2023 in Missouri City, Fort Bend County, Texas?
Yes, that's correct.
And to the best of your knowledge, she died without having a will?
Yes, sir.
And her mother, Susie Widow Brox, predeceased her in 1998. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And the father of Gwendolyn is unknown. Is that correct?
Yes, that is
And
correct.
she had a brother named Glenn Elton Widow, who predeceased her in December 30th of 2022.
That is correct.
And Agnes Sanders considered to be the decedent's sister because she was taken into the Brox home and for all purposes was treated as equal to Gwendolyn. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And she was also treated equal to the brother Glenn.
Yeah, that is correct.
And no other children were born or adopted by Gwendolyn. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And As far as you know, that the estate had no unpaid debts other than those secured by a real estate loan. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And you have no financial interest whatsoever in this estate. Is that
No,
correct?
I do not. That is correct.
And all these statements that you've made are true and correct and within your personal knowledge.
Yes, sir, that is correct.
I pass the witness.
Ms. Ross, you were a neighbor to Gwendolyn, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you grew up with, or she was a little bit older than you, right?
Yes, that is correct.
About how much older?
I'm 60 now, so I'm gonna say 10 years, maybe.
Okay. And so
Maybe a little bit more.
you live near John and Susie Brock's, is that correct?
Yes, all my life. Yes.
Okay. And so you knew are you friends with Agnes Sanders?
Best friends.
Okay. And you never knew of Gwendolyn's father, right?
No, sir. That is correct.
I mean, do you know if Gwendolyn knew who her father was?
No, sir, I do not.
Okay. And did you believe that John and Susie Brock's were Agnes Sanders' parents?
Yes, that is correct.
So you didn't know that Helen Paulette was Agnes's mother?
No, not until Agnes told me after she was grown.
Okay. And did you know Gwen Widow also?
Yes.
And he didn't have any children, is that correct?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you know if Gwen and Glenn had different fathers?
I do not know, sir.
Okay. But their mother was Susie Brock's.
That is correct.
Okay. And has anybody promised you anything in exchange for your testimony today?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. I'll pass the witness.
I have no further questions of this witness.
Do you have any further witnesses for the airship?
Yes, Your Honor.
Call your next witness.
I call Charlotta Davis. Is your name Charlotta Davis?
Yes.
Okay, for the record, would you spell your first name?
Charletta.
Okay. Ms. Davis, do you have personal knowledge of the of family affairs of Gwendolyn Widow?
Personal affairs.
Well, her family history.
Yes, that's my sister.
Okay. Now, how long did you know Gwendolyn Widow?
All my life, we were raised together.
Okay. Can you testify that she died February 5th, 2023 in Missouri City, Fort Bend County, Texas?
Yes.
And to the best of your knowledge, she died without having a will?
Correct.
And she was never married?
Correct.
And her mother was Susie Widow Brox, who died in 1998?
Correct.
She had only one biological brother, and that was Glenn Elton Widow. He died in 2022?
Correct.
Okay. And Agnes Sanders was considered to be Gwendolyn's sister. Is that correct?
Correct.
And she was taken into the house of Susie Brock's widow at a very young age, and she was raised by Susie, and for all purposes was treated equal to Gwen and Gwendolyn. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And to your knowledge, did Gwendolyn ever adopt any children?
No.
Did she ever have any children of her own?
No.
And she did not leave any unpaid debts except those that are secured by a real estate loan. Is that correct?
No. Correct. Yeah.
And there's been no administration filed previously by anybody.
Correct.
And you do not have any financial interest whatsoever in her estate. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And everything that you've testified to is true and correct and within your personal knowledge.
That's correct.
I pass the witness.
Doggett.
Ms. Davis, do you recall speaking with me on the telephone last year?
Yes.
Okay. One of the things we talked about, or that you had mentioned on the phone to me, was that you had attended Susie Brox's funeral in 1998, correct?
Yes.
And I believe you said you recalled being introduced to Gwendolyn's dad's sister. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Do you recall what her name was?
No.
Okay. And you've not talked to that person or met her anywhere else since that funeral?
Correct.
And who introduced you to Gwendolyn's dad's sister?
When?
Okay. And was it at that point that her dad's sister said that her father was deceased?
Correct.
Okay. So your understanding is that at the time of Susie Brox's funeral in 1998, Gwendolyn's biological father was already deceased.
Correct.
But Gwendolyn, did she know who her biological father was?
She knew, but I don't know when she knew.
I mean,
She knew at the time of her biological mother's funeral.
So that's when she found out, or?
I don't know when she found out. I never met him. I never heard him spoken of in the household, so I don't know.
Okay. And so Helen Paulette is your biological sister, correct?
That's correct.
And so there were 9 of y'all. Your father had 9 children before he married Susie Brox.
Yes.
And so Susie Brox is your stepmother.
Correct.
And none of you and none of your siblings, to the best of your knowledge, are claiming that Susie Brox adopted them.
Correct.
Okay. And did anybody promise you anything in exchange for your testimony today?
No.
I'll pass the witness.
All right. Anything further for the airship?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Doggett, what's your fee in this matter?
Let me pull it up real quick. It's
the $1,425?
Yes.
Is that agreed to, Mr. Gregory?
That's the first I've heard of his fee, Your Honor. It is not agreed to. But I know this has been an unusual case when you're proving adoption by estoppel required extra work on his part. I don't see where we have a reason to object to it.
Okay. All right. And Mr. Doggett, you're going to need to file a proper fee order as well. The one you provided to the court is not our standard order. After listening testimony of Agnes Sanders, Helen Paulette, Charlotta Davis, and Natalie Ross, the court finds by clear and convincing evidence the decedent's heirs are those listed in the judgment declaring heirship. Mr. Doggett, I want to discharge you from your duties as attorney ad litem, and based on the extra work that was required in this case, especially an adoption by estoppel case, I will go ahead and award you that fee that you have requested of $1,425. All right. Mr. Doggett, you are free to go.
Thank you.
And then Mr. Gregory, you may call your witness for the administration.
May I call Gwendolyn Widow? I'm sorry. I call Agnes Sanders for the estate of Gwendolyn Widow.
Proceed.
Ms. Sanders, you're still under oath. Is there business that needs to be
Ms.
conducted?
Gregory, hold on. You're breaking up again.
Let me get back in front.
There we go. It sounds good now. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm trying to look at her and I need to face the computer screen. My apologies, Your Honor. Okay. Ms. Sanders, you are asking the court to award you letters of independent administration because there are some things that need to be handled on behalf of the estate of Gwendolyn Widow. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And you're aware that this is the correct court because she lived in Fort Bend County at the time of her death. Is that correct?
That is.
And you know that she died intestate and there's a need to go forward with an administration. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you are the only heir, and so it is advisable that this be an independent administration. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you're asking that the court appoint you. And Your Honor, I'm a notary and I could have her sign the oath. And we ask that you approve the order granting letters of independent administration.
Okay. All right. After listening to the testimony of Agnes Sanders, the court finds the decedent died intestate and there's a necessity for administration. The court will grant the request of the applicant and appoint Ms. Sanders as independent administrator of the estate. I want to start by saying I'm very sorry for y'all's loss. And I want to thank all the witnesses who've come in today to provide testimony so we could bring this case to a conclusion. Mr. Gregory, is there anything else for the record here today?
Nothing further, Your Honor. We thank the court for its time.
All right. The order will be signed shortly and then just get the oath and everything else and taken care of. All right.
Okay, I will have the witnesses sign their statements and I will notarize and we will get those filed electronically today.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you. May we be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let me sign this order and we'll go ahead and pull in the next case.
Okay. Would the court tell Helen Paulette she may turn her computer off?
Yeah, well, I will help her out with that. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, Your Honor. And me off.
Let's bring in the next case. All right. Counselor, Miss, and I apologize if I mispronounce your name, Miss Kimovic?
Smilovich.
Smilovich.
That's it. That's very good.
Okay. All I have is Charles Aqua. Is everybody who's going to be part of the testimony here in that group?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
They're all down there at the bottom.
Okay. All right, then let's go ahead and get started. We are on the record in 23 CPR 040256, the guardianship of Tyra Araba Aqua. All those who intend to testify, if you'd raise your right hand. Do each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Hey, you all have to unmute yourself and respond verbally, please.
We do.
All right. I'll accept that.
Sorry about that, please.
That's okay. All right, Ms. Smilovich, if you would proceed with your prove up on this guardianship.
I call first Vivian Aqua. Would you state your name for the court, Miss Aqua?
Vivian Aqua.
How are you related to Tyra Aqua?
Tyra's mom.
She's what?
She's my daughter.
How old is she?
19 years.
Why are you seeking to be named her guardian of her person?
Tyra is disabled. She's not able to take care of herself or make decisions for herself.
Are you seeking to be named the guardian of her person only?
Yes.
And why is that?
Because Tyra is 19, when I make an appointment, for instance, to take her to the doctor, they are insisting they want to talk to her or ask me if I have any proof to make decisions for her.
Is that Tyra sitting next to you on your left?
Yes, that's Tyra.
Do you need to be named a guardian of her financial estate as well?
No.
And why is that?
Any assets or any money right now.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Repeat that one more time.
Tyra does not have any assets or money right now.
All right, thank you.
What are Tyra's disabilities?
And she's been diagnosed with autism, intellectual disability, and speech impairment.
When was she first diagnosed?
2009.
Did Tyra see a doctor and the doctor complete a form attesting to Tyra's mental and her mental capabilities?
Yes.
I ask the court to take judicial notice of the file and the physician's certificate of medical examination by Agnes Kish, Tyra's physician.
The court shall take
objection.
judicial notice.
Will she ever be able to drive a car?
No.
Will she ever be able to hold a public office?
No, please.
Will she ever be able to vote?
No.
Does she receive any kind of income at this time?
Income.
No, we filed for SSI for her, but it's still pending.
Will she ever be able to hold a traditional job that'll generate enough income to support herself?
No.
Will she ever be able to live alone?
No.
Will she ever even be competent to decide where she wants to live?
No, please.
Will she ever be able to manage her own money?
No.
Will she ever be able to pay her own bills?
No.
Will she ever be competent to consent to marriage?
No. No.
What's her intellectual age?
9 years. The last time she was evaluated, it was put at 9 years.
Is she able to take care of her daily grooming needs without some kind of supervision?
No, I have to supervise and prompt her.
Is she able to wash her own clothes?
No, please.
Will she ever be competent to own, possess, or use a firearm or ammunition?
No.
What does Tyra do during the day?
Right now, she still go to school. She's in the 18+ program.
Does she do any other activities?
Yes, on the days that there's no school, there's a day rehabilitation center that I take her. On weekends, she goes for ballet. We go to church.
Ma'am, would you restart that answer and maybe slow down just a tad for my court reporter?
Yes, please. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So on the days that there's no school, there's a rehabilitation center, a day rehabilitation center that I take her. On the weekends, she has ballet classes. We go to church. She also belongs to a group they call Best Buddies. like they pair typical children with disability, like some socialization kind of thing. So there are some of them. Then we do the grocery shopping and stuff like that together.
Is Tyra's condition ever going to get any better?
No, I hope so, but
is it in Tyra's best interest for you and your spouse to be appointed as her guardians?
Yes, please.
Will you be able to perform your duties and protect Tyra's best interest?
Yes.
Was an attorney appointed to represent Tyra in this case?
Yes.
Would that be Miss Duff?
Miss Elizabeth Duff, yes.
Has she visited with Tyra?
Yes.
Is Tyra's incapacity based on just terminal ongoing issues?
No.
It's not based on any bad judgment that she makes, bad decisions or anything like that.
No.
Was there any way to avoid doing this formal guardianship?
No, I don't know of any other way.
Has she ever signed a power of attorney?
No.
Do you know of any other method to care for Tyra other than that's any better or more feasible than this guardianship?
No.
Is there any reason that you don't qualify to serve as her guardian?
No.
In fact, you're the guardian of an older daughter, and she is also in this court. Isn't that correct?
Yes, please.
Are you asking the court to rule that Tyra is incompetent to take care of herself?
Yes, please.
Are you asking the court to determine that you qualify and to appoint you as Tyra's guardian?
Yes.
Are you asking the court to terminate Tyra's rights to make decisions about where she lives?
Yes.
To terminate her ability to consent to marriage?
Yes.
To terminate her ability to vote in a public election?
Yes.
To terminate her ability to get a driver's license?
Yes.
And are you asking the court to terminate her ability to own, possess, purchase, or use a firearm or ammunition?
Yes.
Are you satisfied with my services and the services of Ms. Duff?
Yes.
Are you asking the court to release the ad litem fees that you paid into the court to Ms. Duff for her services?
Yes.
The only other thing is I'm asking the court to take judicial notice in the file of their completion of the guardian classes and their criminal background check. And then I pass the witness.
Ms. Duff.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Ms. Aqua. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Do you recall, well, we had a meeting between you and your husband and Tyra several months ago via Zoom. Do you recall that?
Yes.
But I was also the attorney ad litem for your other child. Is that correct, Stacy?
Yes. Yes.
So I know I've met with your family on a couple of different occasions.
Yes.
And Tyra was there for our meeting in, I believe it was October.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
And you kind of showed me a little bit around your house and things also. Is that correct?
Yes.
And Tyra responds very well to you and your husband. Is that right?
Yes.
And both of your lives are built around taking care of both Tyra and Stacy. Is that right?
Yes.
And you know exactly what Tyra needs and how to handle it. Is that right?
Yes, I do.
And you have her socializing as much as you possibly can with other people, right?
Yes.
And you and your husband are willing to take care of Tyra for as long as you're able to do it. Is that right?
Yes.
And she's probably getting a little tired of this hearing right now, but she is
108 with service to Anchorage is now offering general boarding out of gate number 2. Thank you for choosing to fly with United.
Sorry.
I had a fire siren go off over here. And you understand what her needs are and are willing to continue to take care of them. Is that correct?
Yes.
And she enjoys all the activities, especially ballet, that you have her in, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And do you know of any reason that you wouldn't be able to take care of Tyra?
No.
Okay. And you've taken all the classes that are necessary and you've filed everything you need to with the court. Is that right? You've taken your necessary classes for guardian to be a guardian. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, I pass this witness.
All right. Call your next witness.
I call Charles Aqua. Good morning, Mr. Aqua. Would you state your name for the court, please?
Aqua.
And how are you related to Tyra?
She's my daughter.
You heard all the questions that I asked of Mrs. Aqua. If I were to ask you those same questions, would your answers change any?
No.
So you are in agreement with the need for this, and you are qualified and have taken the necessary classes. Is that correct?
Yes.
And are you also the guardian of your older daughter, Stacy?
Yes.
And you've met with Ms. Duff as well. Is that correct?
Yes.
I pass the witness, Judge.
Stuff.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Aqua, you also understand that you will be taking care of Tyra forever, or as long as you can. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you're willing to do that. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you also think that you have the necessary resources and capability to be able to take care of Tyra?
Yes.
And like I asked your wife, you and your wife's lives are built around taking care of your disabled children. Is that right?
Yes.
And you do as much as possible to socialize Tyra and allow her to live life to the best of her abilities. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
And do you believe it's important to continue to do that?
Yes.
And do you believe that you and your wife are the best people to be able to be appointed guardians of Tyra?
Yes.
And as far as you know, there's no reason that you wouldn't be able to continue to take care of her.
Correct.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll ask you this question just to make sure. Tyra doesn't own anything, does she?
No.
And she's not going to inherit any money or anything of that nature, is she?
No.
Okay. And you understand that you'll make provisions for her in the future?
Yes.
All right. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
Yeah. Any further testimony?
No, sir.
All right. After listening to testimony, the court finds by clear and convincing evidence that Tyra Araba Aqua is totally incapacitated in need of a guardian with full authority over her person. The court finds that a guardianship is warranted and appoints Vivian Ossie Aqua and Charles Graham Aqua as guardian of the person of the proposed ward. Bond is set at $50 each. I'm going to discharge Ms. Duff from her duties as attorney ad litem and award her a fee in the amount of $650. All right, Mr. and Mrs. Aqua, I'm sure your attorney has explained the process to you. Just make sure you file a report each year on your qualification date with this court, outlining just kind of your daughter's well-being, things going on for the past year, etc. If you need any assistance with that report, the court will be happy to provide you some assistance. There's also instructions on the court's website on how to complete the form. And then, of course, your attorney, I'm sure, would be happy to help you as well.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Anything further for the record?
Nothing from.
All right. Y'all have a great day. Thank you.
Thank
Are we
you.
free to
Thank
leave?
you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Or is anyone here on the Okidu matter? Okidu? Okay.
Yes, we are.
All right. Y'all need to come up to the tables, please. Have a seat. Jacob, we make sure those microphones are turned on. Who all is providing testimony today in this matter?
Sam Lazarus.
Okay. All right. We're on the record in 24 CPR 041604, guardianship of Daniel Okidu. All those who intend to testify, if you raise your right hand, each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you provide here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. Okay. Sir, I need you to have a seat at this table for me. I'm going to ask that each of you speak into the microphone when you're called upon, okay? That microphone that's at your table. All right, Ms. Carr, I think everybody is situated, ready to go in the courtroom. So you may proceed with your prove-up.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thank you. I'm here on behalf of the applicant, Mr. Samuel Lazarus, for the guardianship of Daniel Okidu. I would like to, the attorney ad litem is also present, and I believe that there may be a waiver of the client of Mr. Daniel's appearance this morning.
Yes, Ms. Carr, that's correct. And Your Honor, may I speak for a moment?
You may.
So, Your Honor, I met with my client over the weekend and earlier this morning. As of Friday, we had filed a proposed order that was an agreement granting a limited guardianship. In the last 48 hours or so, my client has had a change of heart. And our meeting this morning did not go so well, so I'm not with him. I would respectfully request that the court excuse his absence. His presence would not add anything meaningful, I think, to today's proceedings.
His presence is excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Okay, I would like to call our applicant, Mr. Samuel Lazarus. Will you please state your full name for the court?
My name is Samuel Lazarus.
Sir, if you'd speak into the microphone, please.
My name is Samuel Lazarus.
Thank you. And you're here today seeking guardianship of the person only of Mr. Daniel Okidu. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and the proposed ward is 34 years old and he resides here in Fort Bend County with his parents. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And the proposed ward is currently not under guardianship. Is that correct?
Correct.
And Daniel, the proposed ward, has not executed any powers of attorney. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And in the application for guardianship, we listed his next of kin, which are his father, Chuck, his mother, Abigail, his sister, Desiree, his brother, Samuel, and his other brother, Kalechi Okidu. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And Daniel was served with an application by the constables for this guardianship. Is that correct?
Correct.
And his siblings and father and mother are all over the age of 18, and they have received notice of regarding this application and have filed waivers here in the court. Is that correct?
Correct.
Your Honor, we'll ask that you take judicial notice of the waivers of the family members on file with the court.
The court shall take judicial notice.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Pastor Lazarus, this court has jurisdiction over this guardianship because Daniel currently resides in Fort Bend County. Is that correct?
Correct.
And Daniel is an adult who has been declared partially incapacitated based off of a diagnosis of schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. Is that correct?
Correct.
And these incapacities render him these incapacities render him partially incapacitated, meaning that he can't substantially provide shelter for himself or care for his own physical health. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And we're here today asking for a limited guardianship of the person. Is that correct?
Correct.
Some of the things that we would like to limit is Daniel's ability to own or purchase a firearm. Is that correct?
Correct.
Daniel's decision to make personal decisions regarding his residence. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And all right. And so what Dr. Fetus Uzuku completed a medical letter, also known as a physician certificate of medical examination, on December 17th of 2024, with an examination date of December 17th, 2024, certifying that Daniel is partially incapacitated due to the conditions we mentioned. Is that correct?
Correct.
At the time, Your Honor, we ask that you take judicial notice of the medical examination signed on December 17, 2024 by Dr. Uzuku.
No objection, Your Honor.
The court shall take judicial notice.
Okay, and Pastor Lazarus, your interest in this estate is as the uncle of Daniel, is that correct?
Correct.
And we've discussed, and it's still true today, you're qualified by law and not disqualified by law, serve as a guardian of Daniel, is that correct?
Correct.
And you also understand that you must file an annual report reflecting the current status of Daniel, is that correct?
Correct.
And also you understand if you relocate Daniel, you must first notify the court?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And finally, you believe that this guardianship is in the best interest of Daniel, and you are prepared to accept all duties and responsibilities as a guardian of Daniel, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, I'll pass the witness.
Pastor Lazarus, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
When was the last time you saw or spoke with Daniel?
Yesterday.
Okay. Did he tell you if he was opposed to you serving as his guardian yesterday?
He didn't tell me that.
Okay. Do you get a consistent message from him, or does he give you mixed messages as far as what he thinks this guardianship is about?
I think it's consistent.
Okay. Is it your understanding that he has consistently agreed to allow you to serve as his guardian?
Yes.
Okay. Now, do you have experience with Daniel acting differently at different times as a result of his conditions?
It's because of his condition. Yes.
Okay. If Daniel did not want you to be his guardian, how would that make you feel?
I feel that he's not secured because he's not able to make decisions for himself.
Okay. Would it be a large disappointment to you if you were not made his guardian?
Say it again.
Would it be a disappointment to you if you were not appointed to serve as his guardian and Daniel was left without a guardian?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
I'll just have a few follow-up questions for Pastor Lazarus. Pastor Lazarus, part of the powers of the guardian that you're speaking for is to be able to arrange medical and psychological care for Daniel. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and also to help to apply and receive any federal funds or government assistance he may be qualified for, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And it's your understanding that you do want, You've previously discussed with Daniel the need for a guardianship. Is that correct?
Correct.
And he's previously consented to you serving as his guardian, correct?
Correct.
And do you feel you are the best person to serve as his guardian?
Yes.
Okay, I have no further questions.
Any further questions, Mr. Murad?
Yes, just a couple, Your Honor. Pastor Lazarus, if you're to become Daniel's guardian, would you always consider his wishes, desires, recommendations, specifically with request to where he might live?
Yes.
Okay. Same thing with medication. If he was telling you about medications, would you consider his requests and desires as to what medications he might think he's ready to come off of, or how he would like to approach the doctors regarding medication?
Yes.
Okay. Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Any further witnesses you'd like to call?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Murad, is there any, I guess, arguments that you want to make, or you have any witnesses you'd like to call?
Judge, no argument or witnesses, although if I may, and just to fulfill my duty to the best of my understanding, as Ms. Carr had stated earlier, and as I have put on the record, both in my conversations written with Ms. Carr and with the court, although we were in agreement, my client and I, with a limited guardianship, things have changed in the last 48 hours. And so to do my duty, my understanding from speaking with my client this morning, I feel that he was lucid and he knew what he was talking about, but he does not want a guardianship. And so I must, even though I personally don't feel this way, I must rescind my signature on that proposed order from last week. If a guardianship is granted, I would respectfully request that the court track what the CME says. And I know it gets a little weird and funny, but the CME, from my recollection, talks only about medical decision-making and also financial decision-making, although this is just a guardianship of the person, not of the estate. So the finance part is irrelevant. Again, I'm not sure how this works, but Mr. Okedu, if a guardianship were granted, would still want to maintain the ability to designate his own residence, and wants to push back as well on the firearms issue, which I understand too. As a matter of law, if a guardianship is granted, then that just goes away anyway.
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Carr, anything you'd like to add?
Yes, I just want to add just additional information that you may be aware of. This guardianship, Mr. came, it's been on through, there's other proceedings regarding the proposed ward in this court that are on the mental health docket when it comes to on a criminal matter. And so this is kind of an ancillary matter to what's been going on for a while when it comes to the well-being of the proposed ward. The family and the medical professionals do believe it's in the best interest to move forward with a guardianship, although maybe have a limited guardianship, but we would like to move forward as a guardianship to protect the welfare of the proposed ward in the community. We've previously discussed with the proposed ward about a limited guardianship. We're having Pastor Lazarus help and facilitate his decisions when it comes to his medical, when it comes to his well-being. So we do think that it is still very much in the best interest for this guardianship word based off of prior incidents and doctor's record.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to say about this. And I'm going to make you change up this order a little bit, Ms. Carr. I'm going to go ahead and rant. So let me state this. After listening to testimony, the court finds by clear and convincing evidence that Daniel Okedu is partially incapacitated and need a guardian with authorities set forth in the order that's going to be signed off on by this court. The court finds that the interest of the proposed ward will be protected if a guardian with powers as set forth in the order is appointed, and I'll appoint Samuel Lazarus as the guardian of the person. I'm going to set bond at $50. I'm going to discharge Mr. Murad from his duties as attorney ad litem and award him a fee in the amount of $650. One restriction that I'm adding to this order is I've always had a problem, and I will continue to always have a problem with allowing wards who are being stripped of their rights to continue to drive without restrictions. You have it set up towards an unrestricted license. He will have restrictions on his license. They include the following. He will not, well, he'll remain on intrastate roads only. He'll not exceed a speed of 45 miles per hour. And he will be able to he will only be able to travel a maximum of 10 miles from his residence. So those are restrictions that you will find within DPS's website, and that have special codes that go along with them as well. I want you to add the codes that are to be placed upon his license and those restrictions set out in detail in the order.
Thank you, Your Honor. We will add that and send it over.
Judge, may I ask on that? Mr. Okedu's current occupation is as a delivery driver. Is there any way to extend that 10-mile radius as a result of a necessity?
If he has the capacity to operate a motor vehicle, which is one of the most complex things that we can do as a human, that require what's called divided attention, meaning our attention is divided in multiple different areas, then he has the ability to maintain many of these rights. But I'm currently seeing a doctor who's saying he doesn't have the ability to make decisions as to healthcare, as to providing and maintaining his own prescription medication and taking his medication. Those two do not go hand in hand in my mind. So no, he will have these restrictions.
We have no objections, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, I need you to prepare an order, Ms. Carr.
I will prepare the order and get this over to you by the end of the day, before then.
Very good. Okay, anything further, Mr. Murad?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Carr.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Just mentioned you said it was a $50 bond.
It's going to be $50, yes.
Okay. I will add that into the.
Okay.
May I ask the court and Ms. Carr, once an order is signed, may I please be notified? And although I'm being discharged, I would still like to let Mr. Okedo know about what happened.
Ms. Carr, when you send me or the court that order, also send Mr. Murad a copy of it.
Yes, I will.
And I understand you're not signing off on it, Mr. Murad, and that's fine. And your statement is on the record indicating that you're not in agreement with it. But I'm going to go ahead and grant the order and establish a guardianship with Mr. Lazarus as the guardian, and with all these additional restrictions I have placed upon him as well.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You have a great one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Yeah. We done?
I'm Abigail.
Your name is what?
Abigail Okedu. I'm Daniel's mom. And
Chuck Okedu,
Can you spell your first name?
Okeedu.